So, good morning, everybody. Today, inshallah, we have a new story. This story is about gold. And before we have this story, as you know, we have to know the vocabulary of that story so we can expand our knowledge about the language and we can gain more vocabulary that we can use in our writing, we can use in our speaking to other people, and we can understand when other people use these words. First, I want you to go to your notebook, to your reading book, sorry, and to open for me this page 268 and 269. To get familiar with the vocabulary, we have to read this small passage that will introduce us to our whole story of today. But before that, I want to remind you about the strategy of the vocabulary, which is if you have a new vocabulary while you are reading any passage or any story or any paragraph, if you have a word that you hear it for the first time, don't stop at it. Just try to read the whole sentence, the sentence before it and the sentence after it, and the whole sentence that contains the word. Then after that, you will get a closer meaning to the word. And then after that, if you have a dictionary in the future, just to try to check it, and then you will find the real definition and the real meaning of this word. But if in case we don't have a dictionary, we have to read the sentences after it and before it and the main sentence so we can understand what is the word about and what is the meaning of this word. Before we start with the vocabulary that we have, we are going to read this story here, and we will have the words that are written in yellow. It's taking some time. So, all that glitters. Gold and silver are the metals most often used for making jewelry. Both have a characteristic shine because they reflect light. People have long been drawn to both metals. However, you may know that silver will corrode. This means that its atoms mix with oxygen. Eventually, a coat of tarnish appears on the surface. The process eventually eats away the outer layer of the silver. Gold doesn't corrode. Both metals must be mined. That is, it is necessary to extract them from the earth. This can only be done where they are found in a concentrated form. If the metal is not found in pure chunks, it must somehow be pulled out of the ore in which it is found. Many people are drawn to places where large pockets of ore are discovered. Gold and silver miners hope to exploit or profit from the rich veins of metal. For centuries, people have wanted to gather hoards of the stuff. A stockpile of gold and silver tells the world, I am powerful and I am rich. Even usually kind people can be engulfed by greed and selfishness at the thought of getting all that gold and silver. Okay, girls, our story this week is going to be about gold, and we are going to learn some information about gold. But before that, in this small passage that will give us an introduction for our story, it says and it compares between the gold and the silver. While both of them are really precious metal that all the people try to gain and try to maintain in their lives, but the gold is more precious than the silver. Why? Because the silver, after all, it is what? It is glittering, it is glowing, but after a while, because the silver is mixed with the oxygen aslan, when the metal is consisting, it consists from atoms that mix of silver and oxygen together. So after a while, because this metal is exposed to the oxygen, what will happen is the surface of that silver will corrode after a while. What does it mean, corrode?
What's between corrode?
Corrode, it means the glow of that metal and the glow of that jewelry will be gone after a while. Because why? Because the oxygen goes and interact with the silver, and then after that, all the glow and all the surface will corrode. Corrode, it means it will be gone. So both metals are precious. However, the gold doesn't have oxygen in the containing or the contaminants of that substance. So, unlike the silver, the gold will never corrode. Once you have a gold in your life, it will stay forever with you. That's why people are eventually just trying to get as many gold as they can. Why? Because the more gold that he has, it means that the more rich he is. So the gold never corrode, the gold is never gone, the gold maintain its quality and maintain its price. Even if you come after 10 years and you have one piece of gold, you bought it with a 3,000. Even if you come after 10 years and you want to sell this metal or sell this piece, it will give you also 3,000, the same price, and it will never be less than that. Why? Because the gold always keep its price and keep its glow. Okay. So
Miss, can I ask a question?
yeah, of course, tell me.
Like the gold may one day like extinct or no? It's going to be
What? Again?
the gold.
Yes. What about
Like maybe one day it's going to extinct or no?
extinct?
Yeah,
Ah, you mean from the whole world?
yeah.
No, 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 no. Actually, they will never extinct. Why? Because also the gold they come from the metal of underground of the earth. يعني the earth itself it's made the gold. So
Yeah.
even if you dig for thousands of years, you will always find a metal in there, in the mines, in the caves, maybe in the mountains sometimes.
Miss,
Even
can people,
sometimes you will find it in the
Miss,
river, by the way, because what's
Miss,
going
can
on.
people do gold?
Can what we build gold?
Can people try? Yeah.
No, some people tried that during history, like Aristo, for example, and there's also I believe in Newton. He tried this also, but they never succeed to do that actually. But
Um.
but in nature, you will find a gold in everywhere. You'll find it in rivers. You will find
Yeah.
it also in mines, in mountains, caves. There's a lot of places that you will find gold in.
Miss, when I went hiking before in the mountains, we were like going over a mountain, and everywhere we found like golden rocks. They
Wow.
were stuck to the ground. We couldn't remove it.
Yeah, you see, there's a lot of places, even people they didn't discover it until now, because people usually they go and dig in one place, or they go when once they found gold in one place, they will go and dig until they found the whole place. But there's other places in the earth that they didn't discover it, and it's full of gold, but nobody knows it. And there's a hadith about Prophet Muhammad.
Sometimes when I like watch YouTube and like there's like girl have a lot of makeup, have a lot of clothes, have a lot of toys, and I tell my mom, look how she have toys. She told me that don't look at the people who have money. Look at the people who don't have money. Can you live like them? She told me like every day like this, and I told her no, I can't live like them. And she told
Have characteristic, corrode, extract, exploit, hoards, and engulfed. What is the meaning of each one of them? We will go for the first one right here. Characteristic. It is what? It is something that distinguish one person from another. We call it feature, or maybe it's a feature or trait about one person. For example, I can say that maybe for example, I have a brown hair, okay? While Watin, she has black hair. The characteristic of me as a person, something very unique about me or special about me, for example, I have brown hair. Maybe the characteristic of Watin, maybe she has green eyes, for example. This is a characteristic of Watin, which means that by this thing, I distinguish her from other people. And she has something special and different. This is what I call it characteristic and what? Or feature. Then we have the second word, which is corrode. Corrode is wear or eat away gradually. What does it mean? It means that, for example, uh, if you have um, if you have a status that is made of clay, and suddenly the rain fall every day, what will happen to this status eventually? It will melt,
Fall down.
right? It will melt
Yeah.
until it will fall down. Every day that when it's melting, we can call it corrode. يتآكل. يتآكل. So corrode here, it means what? It means that something, it will eat it away gradually, little by little, until you lose it all. And this is what happens to the silver. The silver, when you expose it to the air every day and to the oxygen every day, after a while, maybe after 2 years or something, you will find the glowing of that silver is gone, and also some parts of it had fell down. Why? Because it is corroding. Corroding.
Okay,
Engulf.
Miss. The gold don't corrode, right?
The gold don't corrode, yes. We have engulfed. Engulfed, it means swallowed up or overwhelmed. Like, for example, I am engulfed with emotions. Emotions, like I am overwhelmed with emotions. We call it, another word of the word overwhelm is engulfed. Exploit. Exploit, it means to make use of something. Like, for example, I have my car and I want to go to Mecca, okay? But I don't want to take a taxi or a bus, for example. I want to exploit my car, which means to use my car to go from Jeddah to Mecca. Exploit, it means to use something in a good way. Extract. Extract, it means to get it out of somewhere. Like, for example, if you have a bag and inside the bag there's gifts, and you came to me and tell me, give me a gift, I will tell you, I will not give you a gift. You put your hand and you extract whatever you like. Here, what you are going to do, to put your hand inside the box or the bag, and you are trying to pull it out. When you pull it out of something, we call it extract. If I go طيب to the earth and I try to pull or to take the gold out of the earth, this is what I call it also extract. If I have a box and I have a pin inside it and I tell you, please extract from me the pin, you will put your hand inside and get it out. This is also extract. Hoard. What does it mean, hoard? What is saved and stored away? We call it hoard. People want hoard of gold, which means that they want to have plenty of gold and try to store it inside their homes. This is what I call it, hoard. Hoard, it means plenty of something while they are stored in one place. Okay, these are the words that we have. Let's go right now to the books and go to the page 351.
In the notebook, right?
Notebook, yes. Readers, writers, notebook. 351. This is the page. Do we have Lean with us? Hi, Lean. How are you? Lean, can you hear
Hi.
me? Hi, sweetie. I didn't receive from you the social studies project. Did you send it?
Yeah, I didn't send still. Do I resend it?
Just a minute. Let me check again. Galia, you sent it already, right? We have the definition right here for each word and some words inside the box. What we are going to do is to take or to extract the word that goes with the definition and to put it here on the line. Who can help me with the first one, huh? Yes, yes, Watin.
Okay. Swallowed up, over, and engulfed.
Engulfed, excellent. So if I'm overwhelmed or swallowed up, I will call it engulf. Engulfed. Number 2, Galia.
What is saved and stored away?
What is saved and stored away? What we call it? If I have something that is plenty and I want to store it in my house, what I call it?
Extract?
No. Extract is to get it out. If I want to store something, what I call it? Now try again. You can do it. Is it characteristic? Huh?
Yeah.
No. Characteristic, it means the feature of somebody.
Oh.
Huh? Is it corrode? Is it corrode? When I want to save or store something, is it corrode?
Exploit?
No, exploit is to make use of something. And we said it's not extract, then it's what? The last one?
Hoard.
Hoard. So hoard is to store something away. Okay, yeah, Lean, number 3 for you. To make use of.
Miss, can I do number 5?
Lean?
To make use of um uh extract.
No. Extract is to get
No,
it out or to pull it out. If I want to make use of my car and I will use it to go to Mecca, what I call this thing? I call it uh, X exploit.
um
Exploit.
uh exploit.
Exploit. Malak, number 4 and 5 for you.
Okay, Miss. To wear or eat away gradually. Corrode.
To wear or to eat something gradually is corrode. Very good. And the last
And
one, to
number
pull
5.
out. To
To
pull
pull
out.
out or draw out is to extract.
Extract. Very good. Extract. Excellent, my dear. Choose now the word from the box that best complete each sentence. Write the word on the line. Number 6, Ghalia.
Gold is valuable as metal because it does not.
What makes the gold very valuable and precious and expensive? Because it doesn't what?
Miss.
It doesn't characteristic, or it doesn't corrode, or it doesn't engulf, or it doesn't exploit, or it doesn't extract.
Engulf?
No. Engulf, it means overwhelmed. What is the thing about silver and is not about the gold?
Corrode.
Yes, the silver will corrode while the gold will never corrode. Number 7, Watin.
Many people are attracted by shines of gold. By the hoard shines of gold.
No. Many people are attracted by the shining of the gold. There's something make the gold unique from other metals. This something unique is that the gold is shining. So this feature, what we call it? We call it characteristic. Okay, number 8. A wave of fortune seekers. The river bed to search for gold. Number 8.
Engulf.
Engulfed, very good. Engulf the river, which means that they overwhelmed and they overtake the place just to search for gold. Number 9, new methods have been developed to gold from the earth. We want to take the gold out of the earth, so we will,
A hoard?
no.
Extract.
Extract, very good. So we will take it out of the earth, so extract. Last one. Some people would enjoy having of gold.
Hoard.
It's hoard. Very good. Hoard of gold.
Miss, do we have a homework?
Yes, I want you to use these words, my girls, to answer this question. Write a business letter. On a separate sheet of paper, I want you to write a letter to a science museum about how to find out more about precious metals. Your business letter should identify specific aspects of the topic that you wish to research further. Use as many vocabulary words as you can. So what you are going to do, you are going to write a letter, business letter. This business letter, you imagine yourself as expert in metals. I want you to write a letter for the museum. Say, dear museum, I want you to search in this place because this place has a lot of metals inside it. And I believe that you will find a lot of gold and maybe silver in there. how to extract it, and you just try to use as many words from this and then to send it to the museum. At the end, you will write sincerely Malak or sincerely Watin or your name. After you
Yes, you
finish,
must stop
take a
for a
picture
little
of
bit.
that and send it for me on the website. Good.
Okay, good.
This is like a homework to use the vocabulary that we have. And if you can also put each vocabulary, each word in one sentence, that would be also good. So it will stuck in your mind. Because if you don't use the vocabulary each time, it will be lost after a while. So make sure that you use it. Any question, my girls?
No, thank you.
Okay, sweeties. 5 minutes break, inshallah, and come back at 10:20 to have the reading part of the story.
Okay.